Hello and welcome to another video from Very Victoria Crafts. We're going to be making a really simple card today, great for beginners. This little card here. It's a 3" by 3" card, a little note card, as you can see, just something to write a little note in. And we've got on the front here an image which I've stamped using the fantastic Sprinkles of Life stamp set. Now this stamp set, Stampin' Up are donating money to the Ronald McDonald charity, so every bought stamp set will donate some money, and it's really versatile. So we've got a tree image here, we've got a bird, apple, sprinkles, ice cream cone, a basket, or the bottom of a cupcake, some flowers here, a cloud, or this could also be your ice cream, leaves for making a tree, all sorts, and some really lovely sentiments. So this stamp set has a lot of mileage, and you can also get a coordinating punch which will punch some of these shapes out as well. So if you're looking for that set, really my top tip. Okay, so as I said, we're going to make that card today, but we're going to change it up a little bit. So in my sample, I used some of our new envelope paper, and I used it to make this banner across the background, this here. However, today I'm going to be using a piece out of our new paper stack. This is the Cherry on Top paper stack, and as you can see, mine is well used already, and I haven't got a lot left. I'll be ordering some more, but this has got some fantastic, bright, bold, fun papers in it. Love it. Some really nice ones. I like the donuts. So I shall be using a piece out of there. Move that out of the way. And I've cut this to, let me see, to 2 centimetres by the 3 inches, so that will go across our cardstock. And then I've got here a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and that's 3 inches by 6 inches, so that when we fold it in half, and use my bone folder to get a really nice crisp edge, we have our little note card. These are great if you're using the 12 by 12 sheets of paper, really economical. So there's our little note card base. Okay, now I could also use, these are the coordinating washi tapes which coordinate with that paper stack. If I wanted, I could use these to form the line across the middle. So it's just a case of, you know, once you've got an idea of a design or a layout, change it up, mix up what products you have. So I'm going to be using our in colour markers, these. So we've got Tip Top Taupe, Watermelon Wonder, Delightful Dijon, Mint Macaron, which is gorgeous, my favourite, and Cucumber Crush. And if you're a beginner stamper, markers are a really good place to start because they're a cheap, quick way of getting the ink colours, and you end up with 2 ends, a fine end for writing and a fatter end, the brush tip end, which is great for colouring in your stamps. Now, if you've bought the Sprinkles of Life stamp set or any other of the photopolymer or clear mount stamp sets, then you will need some blocks to put them on. Okay, these aren't permanently mounted like wood, so you'll need a block. And in order to stamp this, what I've done with my sample is I've used every single element is coloured in a different colour. Okay, so I'm going to take my tree. And I'm going to then mount these up onto my blocks. Now, if you've never mounted a stamp before, the easiest way is to pop it down onto your grid paper, then pop your block over the top, press and lift like that. Okay. So I've got my sheet of cardstock and I've got my stamp mounted up on my block. I'm going to start with the tree trunk, and I'm going to use the Tip Top Taupe, and I'm going to use the brush marker end, and I'm going to use it sideways rather than on top because that will damage the nib. And I'm just going to brush the ink over the top, get good coverage, give it a magic huff. That just helps re-moisten the ink, and then stamp down, just a bit of pressure and straight up. Then I'm going to take, going to take the tree image, the leaves here, and I'm going to use the Cucumber Crush. I'm going to ink that up like so. And then because these are photopolymer, you can see straight through where you're going. I'm trying not to get my head into the camera. Straight down, bit of pressure, straight up. Then I've got my little leaf image here, and I'm going to ink that up in the mint macaron. And again, inking up from the side. And I'm going to ink that down by the base of the tree. Lift that up. And then I've got the little flower image here, which I'm going to use Watermelon Wonder. And again, just try not to get my head into the camera. Ink up the flowers. There we go. And then the really sweet little bird, I'm going to do him in Delightful Dijon. Just so that we've used all the colour elements. I'm going to stick him right here on the top of the tree. Okay, so there's our image, and I'm then going to use our 2-inch punch. If you've not used our punches before, they have an unlocking mechanism here, so you can pop that open. And then slide your card in from the top. If you have issues with arthritis or your hand, it might be easy for you to put it down and punch like this, but obviously that makes it tricky to see where you're punching. If you don't have issues with your hands and your mobility, I find the easiest thing to do is to slide it in from the top. And then you want the base of the tree trunk to come to the bottom of that circle. And it might punch off a tiny bit of your design, but it doesn't matter. Give it a little punch with this hand here, and then you can let go with here, and then use that second hand to help you punch. And there we go. So, and then I like to use our Tombow multi-purpose adhesive glue. This is a fantastic glue. You don't need a lot to just glue down our elements. Mine's running out, I've used it so much, there we go. And I use our grid paper to help make sure that all my elements are nicely straight and aligned. And then you could use dimensionals or foam pads if you have them to raise this up. But for today, I'm just going to stick this down flat, like so. And then I'm going to leave this note card without a sentiment. There are plenty in the stamp set to choose from, but that means that when I need a little note, I can stamp it either here or a little sentiment on the inside, and it's good to go. And because this is an unusual size, you'll need to make yourself a little envelope or give it plain perhaps, but use your envelope maker, your envelope punch board, along with the matching envelope paper, and then you've got yourself a coordinated little notebook gift. Hope you've enjoyed that. Please give me a thumbs up or a comment today. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.